I'll be good.
I guess.
No.
Okay. All right. We'll call this meeting to order. The time is now 5:31. So on the board members present are Steve Arick, Dean Major, Samantha Williams, and Amy Kramer. Nick Harris is absent, which brings us to number 2. We will table the administer oath of office to Nicholas Harris, seat 2. So we will, no action, I guess, on that one. Okay, number 3, discuss possibly approve minutes of the November 14th, 2022 special meeting. Are there any questions, comments, concerns about those minutes?
Make a motion to accept as
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Number 4, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding a grant application from Pryor Area Chamber of Commerce in the amount of $5,000 for the first annual Chamber of Commerce Gala on January 19th, 2023. Do we have a representative? Okay.
So in this particular agenda item, I respectfully ask you guys to just vote no on that one. I think for a couple of reasons. One, I don't think the funds are there. And number 2, I think I kind of opened the hornet's nest whenever I applied for this. Being new to this position, obviously I kind of need to know, what the standards are for asking for this. Obviously, the next one on this agenda, I fully agree that falls within that realm. And so, I would also like to invite you guys to call me anytime you have any issues or questions or concerns about anything that I would put in. But I certainly just want to know where I stand and what I can do. And everything we're doing at the chamber is to help the community and to bring in tourism and everything like that. So on this one, I would just respectfully ask you to just vote no on this one.
Okay. Are there any questions about that?
No, I just want to clarify because we had a discussion ahead of time about if it is a fundraiser, it is still fine to.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, they're a 501c3, so they're already a nonprofit, but if it's a fundraiser for them, that's not out of the realm of
Perfect.
hotel motel. And we went through with a fine tooth comb today, and there is nothing that says it cannot be used for fundraisers.
Any other questions?
So what I'll do is I'll educate myself through the ordinances to see exactly what we can use and what we can't use it for. And again, anytime you guys have a question about anything that I've turned in, please feel free to give me a call. I'll be happy to answer any of those questions for you. Okay?
Okay, so do I have a motion
A motion to reject?
to reject?
Second.
Who made the motion?
I'll make a motion to reject.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor of the motion to reject? Aye.
All right.
Number 5, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding grant application from Pryor Area Chamber of Commerce in the amount of $5,000 for the Oklahoma Tackle, Hunting, and Boat Show 2023 on February 10th through 13th of 2023. Back again.
This one, I would ask you to vote yes. Simply because this is going to be a huge event for us. They typically have this event in Grove, and I think they've had it for like 5 or 6 years. And they've lost their venue in Grove, and so they graciously came to us and said, hey, would you guys help us out with this? And we said, certainly yes. They've already reserved 125 rooms at our hotels that we use in restaurants. This is a 4-state region. I put a flyer up there for you to see, except that they had a typo on there. It's Payes County instead of Mays County. We will definitely have them correct that. But this is going to bring in a lot of tourism to our city, and they're very excited. We are very excited, and we're going to be out there all 3 days to not only support Pryor and hand out information about Pryor and tourism within Pryor and Mays County, but we'll be out there every day to represent us and help them out in whatever areas they need.
Excellent.
So they expect several people over those 3 days as well.
Does anybody have any questions about this? Is there a fee to enter?
Yes, it's $9 a day, and then there's a weekend pass.
Okay, okay.
But the money, they're spending all the money on advertising and marketing.
Uh-huh. And do you get a portion of that gate fee or whatever? No, the
Absolutely
company
not.
gets all of it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be strictly used for them for marketing and The chamber is doing in-kind. We have a year subscription to the billboard down on the Main Street, coming in on 69, and we're going to put some stuff on the billboard for them as well. And I think they're going to do some advertising in the paper. They're going to hit all 3 news stations, the radios, the sports animal. So it's big time. So it'll drive a lot of people that would typically go to Grove out of that 4-state region to Pryor, Oklahoma.
Good, okay.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
Second.
Second, okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we have, for number 5, we have all voted yes on the amount of $5,000 for the Chamber of Commerce for the Oklahoma Tackle Hunting and Boat Show. Okay. Item 6, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding the final expense report from Lake Area Softball in the amount of $7,499.15 for the 2021-2022 grant. Do we have a representative? Come on up. Has everyone had time to look over the expense report?
Yeah.
For that? You
Any
have
questions?
comment? Is there any questions? No? Any comment from you, how it's going?
It turned out really well. What we did was we went through and repainted the bathrooms, and then we fixed the upstairs in the concession where the windows were leaking. He put all new OSB board on the walls, and then he had to patch some of the joints or whatever you call them underneath the floor, and then put down new floor. We repainted everything, and then just did a few minor touch-ups on the downstairs part. Once we got into it, we decided on our own that we're going to go ahead and do some more modifications to the women's bathroom, and that's money that's going to come out of the league's pocket. So we really appreciate the money, and we're getting a lot of good comments on it already, so we appreciate it.
All right. Any questions? Okay, do I have a motion?
I did have one thing. A couple of the receipts were from Home Depot, and I know it's nothing big, but I'd just like for you to maybe stress with your workers that they shop local if at all possible, instead of going out of state or out of town,
Okay.
If it could be bought at Pryor Lumber or some local venue, that would be preferred to me. I'm not saying
You bet,
anything
yeah.
negative about
I
it.
think the
It
Pryor
looks
Lumber was
great.
shut down on the days that he went, is what he
Yeah.
told me.
Yeah.
That's why he went to other places, but yeah,
Okay.
I will in the future let them know.
Great.
All right, so do I have a motion to approve the final expense report from Lake Area Softball?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys. We appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Item 7, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding the final expense report from Pryor Main Street in the amount of $6,771 for the lights on downtown community tree. And we have Jenny.
Hi. Yeah, I really don't have much except for to answer questions.
Okay.
The receipt could not come from local because Pryor Lumber does not sell these.
They should get on that.
Yeah.
Vendor was available.
Yeah,
We're going to open up a local tree making.
you'd make good money.
Does anyone have any questions for Jenny about?
It looked really good.
I did.
Yes.
Where is it stored now?
The police department took care of that. Yeah, and so I think they have some storage back behind there, and that's where it's being kept. All the ornaments had to be taken off individually, but so they took care of that, so.
Well, it was very nice.
Yes.
Yeah. And thank you to MUB. They really, really helped a ton with putting it up, taking it down. They did a lot, so could not have happened without them. But
Okay. Any questions for Jenny? No? Okay, so do I have a motion to approve the final expense report from Pryor Main Street?
Make a motion.
Do I have a second? I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All
You
right.
need to abstain?
Yeah, I guess I abstain.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I don't know that is like,
Yeah. Okay, number 8, schedule next meeting. Do we need
I know
one?
that
We
we
just-
will need one, so I don't know if you guys have any,
a whopping $878.75 left, I think.
may need to visit about the dates, just simply, the 23rd might be a possibility of February, if that,
Okay,
that's a Thursday evening.
okay. All right, so tentatively, we will schedule for Thursday, February 23rd at 5:30. Okay. All right, and item number 9, adjourn. So we shall adjourn. It is 5:41. Thank
Thanks
you,
for making it
everyone.
quick.
Hey, you got places to be.
It was because of you.
That's right. Thanks. We did it in fast